Correct. So the way that the system is designed currently is we're supposed to be able to go out on our stops and run off the batteries, which would run all the refrigeration for anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. Sometimes you can get 4 to 5 if you're lucky. And then once those batteries that are in the truck now, once those go down, then you have to turn the generator on to kick them back on. I have 3 trucks total, and one of them we've had to replace about every year and a half-ish. Year and a half to 2 years. Yeah, so that was kind of one of the main things that got this conversation going was I had batteries that went down in voltage, which means that my compressor, which actually runs my refrigeration, didn't have enough power to kick on, but it kept trying to kick on without enough power to kind of turn it over, I guess would be the term. So it ended up burning out my compressor, which is a $900 compressor. So that happened right about the time where this opportunity came up, and it just so happened all of it kind of perfect stormed into what this is going to do for us. Monthly maintenance. I mean, it's anywhere from $40 to $50 a month to change the oil. That has to be done every single month. Obviously, it does run on propane, so I do go through propane every single day. So that's one more thing that's drawing propane off of the trucks. You know, and just they're expensive. They last 1 to 2 years, depending on how much your.
That's it.
Yeah, they don't last very long. So just basically because of the technology that's inside of them, they're not necessarily designed to run as often as we do. They're kind of like supposed to be kind of temporary power for RVs and stuff. Not really to run full-blown refrigeration for 12, 13 hours at a time. The influx in power and all that stuff. So. Even though it's probably going to cost me similar to maybe just a little bit more up front to get it put in, there's just obviously a longevity that's going to be that I can't get out of my generators or my batteries, so we're looking to at least triple, double my life of the batteries compared to having a generator / battery system. So I mean, obviously that's just a big cost savings for us. Maintenance free, obviously I don't have to fill them with water, I don't have to worry about my employees, you know, safety and all of that stuff. And then that drop in voltage when those batteries go down, the ones I have in there currently, when that drop in voltage does happen, like we were talking about before, it does do damage to some of my other equipment. So, you know, not having that drop off in voltage, making sure that that stuff stays good. You know, I mean, $900 is nothing to laugh at. Yeah, I think there's a huge overlap in what food is as far as green, clean food, and what energy is as far as clean and green, for the lack of a better term. You know, the all natural ingredients in food and, you know, all natural power. I think that's just a big swing in where I think both industries are going. There's a definite parallel in both of those industries. So the same amount of making sure the carbon footprint and all that stuff is low on my trucks is the same as it is with food. So plus I'm a mobile business serving food outside, so you know, being as green as possible. You know, we do things next to the ocean, we do things, you know, at national parks, we do things all over the place, and not having to run a generator inside of some of that stuff does definitely benefit.